Hi, I'm Damari Gurry. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboys Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sports City. Yes, Sports City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sports City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sports City right now. Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So, on your screen right now, you see the CONCACAF League Ranking Index, and this is the top leagues that are in the CONCACAF region. So, the Mexican League, Liga MX, number one. Major League Soccer second, Honduran League is third, Costa Rican League is ranked fourth, Guatemalan League is fifth, Panamanian League is sixth, the Canadian Premier League is seventh, El Salvadorian League is eighth, the Nicaraguan League is ninth, Jamaican League is 10th, and Jamaican League is the highest ranked team in the Caribbean, as you can see right here from this index. In Central America, the Honduran League is number one. Of course, in North America, this is how the index looks like. In relation to the clubs, Jamaican clubs have made movements up in the CONCACAF League, CONCACAF Club Rankings Index. Yeah, there's been some strides that have been made by Jamaican clubs. Mount Pleasant Academy, they've moved up in the index to be ranked 101 in the CONCACAF region, the 101st club in the CONCACAF Club Rankings Index, the highest ranked club in Jamaica, and also the third highest ranked club in the Caribbean. Violette AC of Haiti still remains number one for this time frame. And remember, guys, these rankings are based on your performances in CONCACAF competition. So you can expect at the end of the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup, the likes of Cavalier and Harborview are going to continue their progression up the table. So this is what you can see. So expect clubs like Cavalier, like Harborview, to be ranked in the top 100 clubs in the CONCACAF region. All right, so that's something that you can be able to look out for. So in the Caribbean itself, Mount Pleasant Academy looks for the Jamaica Premier League. So these are all the clubs that are in Jamaica, right? So Cavalier, they're ranked 102nd within CONCACAF. Waterhouse 111, Arnett 112, Harborview 121. They moved up in the rankings. Dunbeholden 131 in the CONCACAF region. Portmore United 132, Humber Lions 135, Tivoli Gardens 151, Montego Bay United 159, Malines United 160, Very United 161, Lime Hall 172, and a Treasure Beach 173. They're the new clubs that have been included in the CONCACAF Club Rankings Index so that everybody is aware. All right. You might wonder, well, who are the best teams in the region? Well, the team that is ranked number one in the CONCACAF region is Monterrey. Mexican club Monterrey, number one. Club America, number two. Tigres, three. Club Leon, four. Deportivo Toluca, five. Philadelphia Union, six. So Philadelphia Union, Damian Lowe and Andre Blake, their club, Philadelphia Union, is ranked number six in the entire CONCACAF region. That's right, in the entire CONCACAF region, Philadelphia Union, number six. So those are the highest players with Jamaicans in this index. Orlando City FC, 9th, Nashville 10th, LAFC are 11th, Columbus Crew are 12th. So that's where things are right now. So great movement to see the Jamaican clubs move up. Mount Pleasant Academy moving up within the rankings. Also Harborview moving up within the rankings as well, especially after that victory over Robin Hood quite recently. Expect Cavalier to continue moving up. Humble Lion made a movement up to 135 as well. So quite a bit of movement that is taking place. 178. It's Cunopia of Trinidad and Tobago. The Lime Hollow Treasure Beach, they're now in the CONCACAF Club Rankings Index, so that everybody is aware. All right, so that everybody can be on the same page. And Charles Brahma says, "Big up, Simon. Thank you very much for the update." Dishon, in relation to the match against Guatemala, updates will be provided in relation to this. Okay, because as you know, friendly matches and competitive games like CONCACAF Nations League, Gold Cups, friendlies are slightly different, but information will be provided in a due course in relation to all of this information. All right. S Technic Skip, how are you doing, man? Always accuracy, reliability, and credibility. And you guys know already. You guys know what you need to do. Use a super chat feature so that you guys can have your questions, comments highlighted, right, Tycoon? Use the super chat feature so you can get your questions, comments, opinions, thought processes highlighted. You use the super chat feature, and that helps you to make everything. No, Jason Guna, they're not number one within the Caribbean. The Violet of Haiti still remains number one in the Caribbean, and as you know, this stems from their performance in the CONCACAF Champions League. To be quite frank, guys, if you want to move up in the CONCACAF Club Ranking Index, it's all about how you do in these club competitions. It all matters on how you do because there's extra weight in the points, which determines the ranking. So Cavalier and Harborview advancing to the CONCACAF Champions Cup next year will be a massive boost for them in terms of the points that you see on your screen. So Cavalier, basically 1 foot and 1.5 foot in the Champions Cup for next year. So Cavalier, for sure, you can expect them within the top 100 going into 2024. So no, Jason, it's still Violet. Cibao will drop in the rankings because, as you know, Dun Beholden defeated Cibao quite recently. So Cibao will make a slip. Yes, I did answer your question, sir. I did answer your question. I said friendly internationals are different from competitive encounters. So I will update you how that process goes. All right. So that is what I said. I said further information will follow in relation to this, in relation to what you asked. So yes, I did answer your question. Right. So Violet, remember they went to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So that's the reason. So if you want Jamaican clubs to be able to continue moving up within this CONCACAF Club Ranking Index, it all depends on how our Jamaican clubs do within the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Remember, it's now called the CONCACAF Champions Cup. It's no longer called the CONCACAF Champions League. 27-team tournament. The winners of the Caribbean Cup straight to the round of 16. The second and third place teams, they will go into round one of competition. Okay? Everybody aware? So that you are aware. So everybody is on the same trajectory of everything. Everybody clear? Good. Let's go right here. So yes, Jason Guna, as you can see, Dun Beholden are 131, but they remain where they are. Because remember, they got a point on the road in the Dominican Republic against a team that is seated higher than them, and they defeated a team that was the runner-up last year. So they didn't move up and they did move down. Okay, so no, they did not move down. But yes, the results in the group stages do count in this rankings index. Yes. So Deco 2K, it will get there in time. It's taking time, but certainly with CONCACAF being here and having match coordination meetings, this will help so that the clubs know what they need coming on a match day, because it's much deeper than just putting an 11 out there. There are so much things behind the scenes that need to take place. So there are so much things behind the scenes that needs to take place. So many things. And I'm going to explain that. What are those things that need to take place behind the scenes? So the home team has to ensure the dressing room. There is a requirement for what is in the dressing room, seats, space, etc. And the next thing is in relation to providing of things towards the visiting team. For example, if they need an igloo, those are things that would be needed. So football is much more than just arriving to the venue. You have your pre-match warm-up. It's much deeper than that. Behind the scenes, there's so much things that go on. So CONCACAF is helping and has been helping Harborview, Dun Beholden, Cavalier, as these teams are in CONCACAF tournament at this point in time. So CONCACAF did go through a phase of helping these clubs in particular. And I do think that will rub off because the likes of Owen Hill, the likes of Stephen Douglas have been attending these CONCACAF Caribbean Cup matches. So they know the expectation for the Jamaica Premier League. And they're already thinking, okay, if this is being done at a CONCACAF game, what can we do at the Jamaica Premier League? And I must say, last season, if you look at the graphics on the Jamaica Premier League social media platforms and you look at how it was advertised, it made you want to go to the game. I must tell you that. So behind the scenes, I can honestly say that there has been a professional approach in the planning and preparation for games. Match promos, teasers, montages, all of those things for the Jamaica Premier League last season, fantastic. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 out of 10. That was brilliant. So the next step now, Deco touch on it. I know that the facilities is something that has been a major conversation time and time again. So whenever it comes to the facilities, the clubs have a responsibility to maintain their facility. So Harbourview Mini Stadium, Humble Islands, Effortville, Portmore United, Prison Oval, Arnett Gardens, the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, Tivoli, the Edward Seaga Sports Complex, etc., etc. So these clubs have a responsibility to maintain their facilities. And what do you see happens in England? Well, in England, you have different clubs. And for example, Adidas, Manchester United, Etihad, Man City, Emirates, Arsenal, etc., etc. Now, 14 clubs are in the league. So these clubs, personally, there's things that will need to, you could say, enhance. For example, the staff, so that you have a department solely focusing on the marketing, solely focusing on the different elements, can reach out to corporate Jamaica and be able to go bam, bam, bam. This is what we need. But you could perhaps say, well, they may not have, it may be a skeleton staff. So in the interim, can PFJL, JPL get the sponsors, sign 3 to 5 year contracts, and then after those 3 to 5 year contracts, it's the responsibility of the club itself to go and find that sponsor to be able to fund the league. I've made the point clear that Arsenal plays in the Emirates Stadium, right? City plays at the Etihad. You follow what I'm saying? You follow the line that I'm thinking? Newcastle United played at what was once called Sports Direct Arena. I have no problem at all. No problem at all. If for an example, Harbourview plays their games at the NCB Harbourview Mini Stadium, or Tivoli plays at the Scotiabank Edward Seaga Sports Complex. By monetizing the stadiums, you're guaranteeing yourself 50 to 70 million per season, Jamaican dollars that is. So at least you're monetized, because the brand, the name NCB Scotia, it's out there. And people will be coming to these venues, and then you have giveaways, you have trivia for the fans, you have giveaways at the stadium itself. And I do think that these are interactive ways that can be improved moving forward, reaching out and saying, okay, monetize the stadium, right? You have activations in the community, you open accounts for everybody there. You make it like the NCB app or the Scotiabank a bit more user friendly for all players and the staff. You invite the players in to the branch as well, and they go behind the cashier's counter, and boom, boom, social media opportunities right there. Look who stopped in at Scotiabank today. Joshawn Anglin came in and was helping our customers. Great opportunity right there. So I do think monetizing our stadiums is the next step forward. That's my personal thought process on things. I think that would be a great coup to, for example, have Montego Bay United play at the Sandals Arena. Or, for an example, Mount Pleasant Academy plays at the Rio Drax Hall Stadium. I am all for monetizing stadiums. If these things are happening at the best clubs in the world, the richest clubs in the world, I have no problem with it. 3 to 5 year deals, certainly something that can be utilized moving forward. I like Rise Up. Rise Up, I must tell you though, it always gives me goosebumps listening to the song, and my cheeks tingle when it reaches to the point of the song, there's a winner inside you, just waiting to answer the call. When it reaches that part of the song, my cheeks start to tingle in that moment in particular. And I always imagine Onandelo's goal against Costa Rica at the Ricardo Saprissa Stadium. I'll always remember that goal where he was able to beat 3 players and score. So for me, that's a special moment. And that's what I think of when I think of that part of the song in particular, But personally, 14 teams in the league, right? There have been strides, I must tell you, Deco. Tremendous strides. Tremendous strides. Tremendous strides. So we applaud the progress, and we keep on working for the constant improvement. Just think about it. 90 million more people in the world know about Dunbeholden. Dunbeholden was on ESPN for their 4 matches. More people know about Dunbeholden. More people are going to be curious about Dunbeholden. Many people are going to go on Google and type in Dunbeholden. So the word Dunbeholden is now more on people's lips and mouths. People are going to say, who is Cavalier? People know Harborview for a long time because Harborview has been in CONCACAF tournaments for decades. Now, people will wonder and seeing these score lines for Cavalier and be like, wow, who is Chanel Thomas? Who is Kyle Ming? Who is Vina Bartlett? People are going to be curious. Who is John Morrow Calvin? People are going to be so curious as this is an outstanding stage. People are seeing on the televisions and on CONCACAF's YouTube channel, Cavalier. And when they qualify, which it looks like because they have a 5-0 aggregate lead, so they're in pole position to qualify for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Cavalier rubbing shoulders against Inter Miami, Philadelphia Union, Club America, Calvary in Canada, rubbing shoulders against the best of the best in the CONCACAF region, to be one of 27 clubs in the entire region to play in the most elite competition. Think about the eyes it's going to bring. Think about the name that it's going to bring. Who knows that Cavalier makes a deep run in the competition and somebody out of nowhere wants to build a stadium for them. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. Well, that's the thing though, Deco. That's what I'm saying. Because you have these corporate entities that can be able to assist in providing the necessary expertise and also support financially to be able to improve changing rooms, locker rooms, nutritions, perhaps even expand the support staff as well. So you have, more staff members involved, an extra physiotherapist, because when you're dealing with upwards of 20 players, 1 physio or 2 physio, many hands make light work. So, imagine a support staff of 20, 15, you know what I'm saying? That makes a massive impact at the end of the day. 2 kit men, you know what I'm saying? An equipment manager and the kit man working together. So personally, I would love to see, elements of that nature. But everything in life is just a matter of time, for all of this to come to fruition. So it'll take time. But once a Jamaican club, the biggest impact that a Jamaican club is going to make is having a deep run in CONCACAF. And once a Jamaican club is in the quarterfinals of the Champions Cup or even semifinals of the Champions Cup, then that's when people are going to say, wow, okay, we have to take note of what's happening in Jamaica even more, in terms of the club football, that is. So I want Cavalier, I want Harborview to qualify for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. I want both of them to have deep runs. Whether one of these clubs bring Inter Miami and Lionel Messi to Jamaica or not, I would love to see the Jamaican clubs to continue their progression. It's an amazing opportunity on a wide global audience. And whether they face Vancouver Whitecaps, whether they face Philadelphia Union, whether they face LAFC, whether they face Deportiva Saprissa, whether they face Motagua, no matter who they face within this CONCACAF region, eyes will be on them. Eyes will be on them. So all of this is an exciting period of time. This, for sure. We restarted the Jamaica Premier League 2021, one of the first leagues in the Caribbean to do so. Brilliant. So we started back a little over a year after. Leagues in Europe started 3 to 4 months after. Cool. Europe is on a completely different stratosphere. We're one of the first leagues to start back. The Trinidadian Pro League restarted 2023. So we applaud the progress, we continue the growth, and we keep on rolling. Okay, guys, thank you for your support. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Jamaican clubs continue to rise in the CONCACAF Club Rankings Index.
Hi, I'm Damari Gurry. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beet and thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboy's Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.